Hi guys, are you tired of watching the same shows on Netflix over and over again because you just don't know which other shows are good enough? Are you tired of scrolling endlessly through Netflix because you just don't know which other shows to watch? Well, if that sounds like you, I am here to help. Hi, my name is Panda Marie and welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. This video is about my top 20 Netflix show suggestions which I highly recommend you guys watch. So let's get right into the video. The first show I'm going to talk about is Sick Notes, starring Rupert Grint from Harry Potter. So this show is about a guy who was diagnosed with cancer, and because of his diagnosis, like, his life kind of gets better. His girlfriend doesn't end up leaving him and he doesn't end up losing his job, but then his doctor isn't the best doctor out there, so then he was actually misdiagnosed. So then he's actually like debating on, should I keep on lying or should I come clean? The next show I'm going to talk about is Control Z. This show is about a boy and a girl who decide to find out who their school hacker is after he leaks everyone's secrets. The next show is a reality show that is Too Hot to Handle. I was actually surprised when I heard people hadn't watched Too Hot to Handle because I thought everyone watches Too Hot to Handle. So then this show is about a group of horny people who have been sent on a retreat, and the rules are no sex, no kissing, no touching, no form of self-pleasure, and there's prize money at stake. So anytime you break a rule, the money deducts. The next show is also actually a reality show that is The Circle, and it's about a group of people who are only able to communicate through an app called The Circle. And this show is really interesting because you can go as anyone you want, so you can decide to catfish people or you can just decide to go as your true self. The next show is an adult animation, so check the age restrictions before you watch these shows, some of these shows. So this one is called Big Mouth, and it's about teenagers who are going through hormonal changes, going through puberty, I guess, basically. The next show is also an adult animation, that is Paradise PD, and I absolutely love this show. It's about a guy who wants to be a cop just like his father, so he joins the force and they catch bad guys, and it's so weird and so funny. This next show is called How to Sell Drugs Online Fast. Now it's about a guy who loses his girlfriend and he figures out like the only way to get her back is to sell drugs, and he and his best friend end up creating like a website, and it becomes like the biggest drug selling websites in the whole country. If you're a music lover, you absolutely love this show, and it's clean and it's binge worthy. It's basically about a high school glee club. Yeah, there's a lot of singing and dancing and everything, and drama. The next show is 13 Reasons Why. This show talks about a girl who commits suicide, and before she dies she records 13 tapes talking about the 13 people who contributed to her suicide. So like every tape is for one person. The next show, which I love, is You. This show is about a guy who meets a girl in the bookstore where he works, and his crush turns into an obsession, and he basically does anything and gets rid of anything and anyone who stand in his way of getting the girl. The next show is Gotham, and I'm sure many of you guys know this. It's basically about the backstory of Batman, I guess, how Batman became Batman, how Bruce Wayne was a kid and his parents were killed, and Detective Gordon tries to find his killer, and different villains keep arising throughout the whole series, and it's very interesting. The next show is Never Have I Ever. So this is about a group of high school nerds who are trying to become cool, basically. And this show I absolutely loved, again, is Blood and Water. Now it's South African, and it's about a girl whose sister was abducted when she was a baby, and on her sister's birthday she goes to this other birthday party and she sees the girl and she figures, hey, this is probably my sister, so she ends up going to her school just trying to figure out whether it's her sister or not. The next show, which I watched and finished it in I think a day or two, is ALRAWABI School for Girls. I love this show, and it's a limited series, so watch it while you can. It's about a girl who was being bullied, and she and her friends decide to get revenge on the bullies, and her friends decide that everything is going too far, so they want to stop. But then this girl, nothing stands in her way of getting her revenge. The ending is so unexpected. Please, you need to watch this. The next show is Modern Family. It's about 3 families and their everyday lives, and it's so realistic and so funny. The next show is Emily in Paris. So it's about an American who gets a job transferred to Paris, and she's dealing with work and her social life and relationships, I guess. And the next show is Umbrella Academy. So this is about, I think, seven people who were born on the same day. So this man adopts them all, and they all have superpowers. The next show is Atypical. I haven't started watching it yet, but it's on my list, and it's about a boy on the autism spectrum who decides to get a girlfriend, and he leads his family on a self-discovering journey. These other shows are also on my list. I haven't watched them yet. The next one is Anne with an E. It's about an orphan who ends up living with a spinster. The next show is End of the Effing World. It's about a teen psychopath and a rebel who love adventure, so they decide to go on a road trip together. The next show is Young Royals. It's about a prince who goes to this new prestigious boarding school, and following his heart is more challenging than he thought. That's what the Netflix description says. And the last show is I Am Not Okay With This. So this is about a girl who has a crush on her best friend, and she has to deal with her family life and her social life while dealing with her newly found superpowers. So I think those were 22 shows. So then I hope you guys loved what you heard, and hopefully you add, if not all, most of them to your watch list, so you watch them whenever you can. The next video is going to be my favorite movie suggestions, so stay tuned for that. And also I will be posting a story time on how I got suspended for sexual misconduct in a Christian school. So if you want that video, if you want to watch it, make sure you get me to 1K subscribers. I will be posting it as soon as I hit 1K subscribers. So subscribe, and please let your friends subscribe as well. Thank you so much for watching. I don't know if I